Hello and welcome to Nutritious Fitness. I'm your host Kurt Dirksen. Just going to go over a little bit about nutrition today. Specifically, I posted a video which I will link in the description below recently about meal preparation. In particular, I gave some examples of a breakfast and a lunch. So what I'm going to do is utilize the information from those meals in MyFitnessPal today. Share my computer screen, narrate for you, and kind of show you what was provided, what nutrients, carbohydrates, protein, fats from just those recipes specifically later in the screen sharing session. And overall, my dietary intake, how MyFitnessPal works, and how useful a tool like that can be for just summing up your calories and get a good idea of where you are with your nutrition. Have a look. Looking at MyFitnessPal, an empty day today. Let me go back a day and just show you overall nutrition for myself. Here, Wednesday, April 15th. The recipes I outlined are included here, along with some other things. So you can see, where are we? Starting with the breakfast, the eggs, spinach, a little olive oil was used to saute the vegetables, shredded red and green cabbage, green onion, diced onion, fire roasted bell peppers and onions, and that smoked salmon which we cooked in there. You can see I also added half cup of cottage cheese on this day for some additional protein, fat, salt, flavor. And I had a bowl of cereal, almond milk, flaxseed ground, oatmeal, berries, whipped cream, yes, threw that in there, and breakfast, and some vanilla checks. I know, not the greatest cereal in the world. For lunch, celery, broccoli slaw, black beans, Healthy 8 from Trader Joe's, spinach, green onion, pinto beans, kidney beans, cruciferous crunch from Trader Joe's, a little bit of garlic, onion, olive oil, mushrooms. That's the recipe I outlined. I also added 4 ounces of tuna, and I had some tortilla chips, a little treat for myself, some string cheese for fat and protein, and a banana. Dinner, I made soup this week, so various things here. I also had a little mixed fruit and a bowl of cereal to treat myself again with whipped cream. Diet soda doesn't account for anything except a little sodium. Overall, you can see with my activity yesterday, and about 625 extra calories. Again, that's probably overrated, probably more like 500. Can't trust those apps entirely. Suggesting a daily goal of 3,500. Again, subtract a couple, and maybe 3,300. I had 2,400. I came in well under. Looking to lose weight right now, just to share with everybody. I'm trying to cut out sugar. We can go back. Let me show you to the previous Friday as an example here. Wednesday, April 10th, and I'll show you what a typical day looked like for me. Peanut M&Ms, 3 ounces, 440 calories. King size Reese's peanut butter cup, 400 calories. Yes, those are gluten-free. For those of you who know I'm celiac disease, I can still eat chocolate, but I'm carving that out of my diet. Let's go back to the 15th, just to cover overall macros for a typical day of nutrition for me. I got 21% protein, 48% carbohydrate, 31% fat. Not a bad spread. And again, calories under what I burned. Got it about 13 cups worth of, at 8 ounce a cup, worth of fluids between diet soda, water, almond milk. So that is a day. Now let me go over those recipes here on this, the day I'm filming. Thursday, April 16th. Haven't entered anything yet. Let's just look at those ingredients alone. So you can see the way MyFitnessPal works. I'm just going to set up my breakfast. I don't need to slowly re-enter each item. These are from the previous day or days. So all I have to do is click my fish. Again, portions are already there from the previous day. Fire roasted bell peppers, onions, diced onion, green onion, cabbage, a little olive oil, spinach, egg. And checked. And you can see that breakfast recipe, as it's outlined in my previous video, Comes to 290 calories, 11 grams of carbs, 17 fat, 23 protein, a little sodium, however accurate that might be. I didn't add any beyond what's in the ingredients, no salt, and a little bit of quote-unquote sugar. So, diced onions, natural sugar, fire-roasted bell peppers and onions, natural sugar, cabbage, all of this just naturally occurring sugars. Let's throw in lunch. Again, you'll see how easy this is with MyFitnessPal. Just from previous days, the ingredients are already here and in the portions that I've used all week. So I just do celery, broccoli slaw, black beans, healthy 8, spinach, green onion, pinto beans, kidney beans, Trader Joe's cruciferous crunch, a little minced garlic, Kirkland or whatever, diced onion, olive oil, mushrooms, the tuna the previous day. Again, I'm just adding what's in the recipe here. Demonstrate how easy it is to track these things. And look at that, 299 calories. So between that breakfast and that lunch, we're talking 600-ish, a little under according to this, 600 calories. Carbohydrates, 62 grams, fat, 23, relatively low. Protein, 38, not a ton. Again, that's why I typically add meat when I'm eating these things. Relatively low sodium. Again, I don't salt my food beyond what's naturally occurring. Relatively low sugar, all of these naturally occurring, no sugar added. As it stands, just those two meals outlined, 25% protein, 41% carb, 34% fat. Not too shabby. So there's the total calories, 589. Let's just do a little analysis. I'm going to go to MyFitnessPal's reports. It defaults to a week at a time, and ignore my weight, body fat. Let's just look at calories. There again, there's that 589. You can see what I've been doing, my baseline calories minus any exercise at this red line here, and the calories I'm taking in. You can see I'm going to be a little deficit for a while. I'm going to try to find a way to keep it at a modest deficit. It's a little extreme right now. Looking beyond calories, let's just look at carbohydrates. Just those two meals as outlined, 62 grams. Fat, again, this final column here is this Thursday, April 16th that I'm filming. 23 grams of fat. Protein, again, need a little more for the day as a whole, but just outlining those two meals as previously outlined in the last video. 38 grams of protein, not too shabby. Saturated fat, not very much, very low. Let's look at potassium. A lot of us don't get enough. Just those two meals, no bananas, no fruit, no nothing. We got 1210. We got about a quarter of a day worth of it. This says 3,500. Typically, I think the recommendation RDA is 4,700 grams of potassium. Fiber, a lot of people don't get enough. This is more than half. In fact, based on the RDA for women, of 28 grams. Just those two meals as outlined, very low calorie, low fat, already 22 grams of fiber. A lot of people don't even get that in an entire day. I think it's not uncommon to get under 20 or even 10 for some folks, just based on poor eating habits. Vitamin A, vitamin C. Let's see what kind of iron we got out of that. Very little. And calcium, again, very little. We didn't add any cheese or anything to that. So that kind of outlines those two recipes for a given day and the kind of things you can get just from that. Never mind anything you add to it or dinner or snacks. Hopefully that's some helpful information while you see and review how MyFitnessPal works. All right, hopefully that provided some useful information for you. Maybe if you had some thoughts about using a calorie tracking tool such as MyFitnessPal. While I'm mentioning it here, I get nothing from them. I'm not advertising for them. There are other tools. I'm just not familiar with them. Hopefully you find that kind of thing useful. You see how relatively easy it is to use, especially once you've established a diet that's somewhat repetitive, certainly day to day, if not week to week. It's fairly quick. I literally spend 3, 4, tops 5 minutes a day on MyFitnessPal putting in my information, and it gives me a good idea where I'm at. I've established my baseline calories,
Typically with my activity level, I can comfortably eat 3,000 calories a day. I'm not suggesting that for you. Everybody's different, and your dietary needs and dietary wants, desires, enjoyment is different than mine. So do what you can to eat healthy, whole foods, pre-chopped veggies like I use, or heck, go out there to the fresh produce or the farmer's market or your local farm, support them and get yourself some healthy food. And again, do your best to track it, or at least eat healthy and see what the scale says, what the mirror says over time. Hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, like it. If you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I will continue to post videos about fitness, nutrition, mental health, overall health. Thank you for joining me today. Fitness is nutritious, nutrition is fitness. Nutrition and fitness together are health. Going to the doctor is not health care, it is sick care. Prevent a trip to the doctor for medical issues by giving conscious time, thought, and attention to nutritious fitness. Take care of you so you can remain able and available to aid others in need, be that a friend, family member, or a complete stranger.